Hey y'all, and welcome to the Farming Pastor's Wife. Thank you for watching. Several of you have contacted me and asked where I've been, if I was okay. And so I just wanted to come on here for a brief second, tell you guys I am doing great. It has just been busy, 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 as well as some mishaps. Now, when I'm saying mishaps, I'm not talking about anything serious. I had I think I had 3 videos, and y'all know I do everything from my phone. I'm going to slide the chair up a little bit. Y'all have to forgive the way I look. I'll explain that in just a minute. But I'm sitting on the front porch snapping beans. I had 3 videos on my phone, and y'all know I do everything on my phone. I video from my phone, I edit from my phone, and I upload from my phone. I do not know how to edit on a laptop. I'm sure it's probably about the same way, but I just don't know. And so, anyway, I came in the other night and I had 2 videos ready, completely ready. I just needed to add on to them the closing video clip. And it was going to be the same clip for both videos. But so I came in and I sat my phone down. Everything was fine. It had my screen with the time and temperature and stuff up. I just laid it down on the bar and went to doing something, and I got a glimpse of something red out of my eye, and my screen had gone to red. And then all of a sudden it said Verizon. And then something else happened, and it ended up doing an automatic restart or reboot or reset all on its own. Nobody touched it. Nobody did anything. It was sitting there on the bar doing nothing. And it restarted, and when it did, I lost everything. Everything. As far as, and I didn't lose my contacts. I don't know why I didn't, because my contacts still are there. But as far as pictures, videos, pictures of Judah, they're gone. Which I don't worry so much about the pictures of Judah, because I can go to Facebook, because if they're a good picture of Judah, pretty sure I'm going to put it on Facebook. So, and or if I haven't gone on Facebook, I've sent it to somebody so I can go and retrieve it. Lost all my messages. So, like, if I did send them a picture, I would have to go to them and ask them to send it back to me. But there's where my videos went. Then, I've just gotten busy with chicken house stuff. We're getting near the end of the flock, so things get a little more time consuming here at the end of the flock. Getting ready to sell chickens. The garden is coming in at full force now. The only thing that is not coming in at full force is the tomatoes. They're on the vine. They're green. And I'm getting one here and there turning red. But not like a lot for me to can. I can't can any. Pickles and cucumbers, oh my goodness, they're coming in like crazy. The okra, I got my first picking of okra today. And we had fried okra for supper. It was so good. So good. Today, let me tell you what I did today. Today, I didn't even go to the chicken house today because the garden was so neglected. And so I went out there, got in the green beans at 7 something this morning, picked over half a bushel of beans. I picked a bushel of cucumbers, bunch of squash and zucchini. Isaac and I went over to the other farm, the other garden, and I picked some okra and just a handful of purple hull peas. Nothing to even cook for supper as far as the purple hull peas. Now tonight we did have fried okra for supper. I was so disheartened when I got over there. Y'all, I've been so worried about the deer eating my purple hull peas, and they have. I don't know that I'll get any peas. But it looks like the deer are the least of my worries. Because one of the things I'm really excited about over there is our corn. It is beautiful corn. And so, I mean, there's ears everywhere, and I was just so excited about my corn. And we get over there today, and I blamed it on the deer because I thought it was the deer. I was like, oh, they've been in my corn. But we got to looking, and it was almost as if a human had been out there. And they had, like, shucked the corn, like, pulled the shucks back and gnawed it. And sometimes the stalks looked like they had been pulled over. And so come to find out, little raccoons are eating my corn. So, I don't know what we're going to do about that garden. I may not get anything out of that garden. Got some good watermelon. I'm excited about that. Anyway, today, Isaac and I, after I picked the garden, and after we went and checked on the other garden, Isaac and I sat down and in between watching Judah, I had Judah for a little bit today, and he gets into everything. I mean, it's just a little boy, but boy, he's into everything. I mean, he can grab something off one table that I thought I had pushed back far enough, and by the time I get it out of his hand and moved, he's at another table pulling something else off. And it was funny today because we were working with jalapenos, and before I knew it, he had a jalapeno in his hand. Thank goodness I got to him before he stuck it in his mouth. But anyway, Isaac and I sliced up 5 gallons of jalapenos and sliced them up into little rings, and we make cowboy candy. Now, I have never had cowboy candy, ever. But I will say, it is delicious. After eating it today, after we made it, Isaac went and got some cream cheese, and he got some crackers. I think he used Wheat Thins. And we put a little cream cheese on the cracker and cowboy candy jalapeno on top. Y'all, it was so good. What as the saying goes, make you want to smack your mama. That kind of good. Or make your tongue smack your brains out. So that is definitely going to be a keeper recipe for us, is the cowboy candy. It actually would make wonderful little gifts at Christmas. And so, I mean, I've got tons more jalapenos coming in, so I'm sure we'll be making some more, and I'll be doing a video on that. Two of the videos that I had were my pickle recipes, and I think I'm probably going to redo the bread and butter one, and they were so good. I'm still not 100% happy with my dill pickles. I feel like the flavor is delicious. I mean, it is so good. I just can't seem to get the salt level right. And y'all, the recipe was in the Ball book, and I cut it. It called for like 1 1/4 cup of salt total. Now, you didn't use that all at once. You used part of that to soak the cucumbers in, and then part of it in the brine. But that was the total amount. I used as a total amount 1/2 cup. I mean, so I cut it more than in half, and they're much better. They're so good, but I did open one jar that I thought seemed a little salty. So the only thing I can think of is if they're good, then I missed a jar and I labeled it wrong. I labeled the salty jars salty deals, and with a little instruction on there as to pour the water out. Pour the brine out, fill with water, because you can salvage them. Oh, and let me tell you, I'm not throwing them out because they came in handy. Let me tell you that. Y'all, I suffer with cramps. And I mean, I can get them anywhere. If I laugh, I'll get them in my side right here or in my abdomen. If I yawn, I can get them under here. If I'm cutting something, I'll get them in my hands. I've had them in my back before. Awful, awful cramps. Well, the other night, in the middle of the night, I was adjusting positions. I rolled over. And usually my cramps come on gradual and I'll start, one finger will start doing something weird or whatever. And I'm like, oh no, cramps coming. But that night, y'all, it hit me like a bullet. I mean, you'd have thought something ruptured in my leg. I thought I was absolutely going to die. I jumped up. I was screaming. Y'all, it hurt so bad. Poor old Isaac slept through it. He didn't hear any of it. But, I mean, I was screaming. I was begging Bryant to cut my leg off. That's how bad it hurt. And we did everything. He rubbed me. He got hot rags and put on it. I've tried the mustard trick, and the mustard trick had never really, I don't guess it's ever really worked for me. And so I just couldn't hardly stand the thought of eating a spoonful of mustard. So I was hoppling around trying to get it to stop. I was crying, Brian, please make it stop. And all of a sudden those pickles dawned on me. And I said, give me a pickle. One of the salty ones. And so I ate one of those salty pickles. And I continued to dance around and hurt. And I finally said, we're going to have to get in the shower. I can't do it. And so I was in the bathroom. I had turned on the shower water. And Bryant was like, Leslie, you need to take your clothes off. I said, I don't care about my clothes. I'm getting in here. I don't care. And I was waiting for the water to get hot. And I was still hollering. And it was so bad. And all of a sudden, I felt it start to ease up. And I said, it's easing up. Wait a minute. And so I think that pickle helped my cramp. And I guess it's still kind of the same concept as the mustard. But, y'all, I thought I was going to die with that cramp. So them salty pickles ain't going nowhere. I'm not even giving them away. They're going to stay here for when I have a cramp. I have them so bad. So, anyway, I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys for just a little bit. Forgive the way I look. I've just been working and preserving all day. I've been in a garden, 2 gardens, and then I came home and worked in jalapenos and had a little boy running around. So, I'm just sitting out here on the front porch, my favorite spot, and doing my favorite thing, which is stringing beans. But there's so many of them, I'm a little overwhelmed with it. Y'all, we've got so much to do. I'm starting to get just a wee bit overwhelmed because I don't want anything to go to waste, and I want to put up as much as I can. Our vacation's coming right in the height of our garden coming in. Of course, I'm not going to not go. So we'll stay home. No, I'm not staying home. But, so I'm hoping I can get Caroline to get everything in the refrigerators, and hopefully it'll just, I'm going to give some away while we're gone, and then have Caroline pick some and stick in the refrigerator, and hopefully I can teach her how to can before we go, but I doubt it. So, anyway, thank y'all for watching. I just wanted to let you know where I've been, that I've got some good stuff coming up. I got some good videos coming up, and I'm excited about it, and hopefully my phone won't crash again. So, y'all stay tuned. I'll have something up hopefully in the next few days, maybe maybe by the end of the weekend. Today is Tuesday, so and tomorrow we have a funeral. We have several things each day, so I'm not sure, but hopefully by the end of the weekend I'll have a video up. So y'all have a good night. Thank you for watching, and remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye. Love you all.